The Tennessee pressure. They are one of the best steal teams in the SEC. They try to turn you over because that helps to get them out in transition. Half court, they're going to take their time. Here goes Lamont Butler. Ziegler, the SEC Defensive Player of the Year, will try to lock him up tonight. Brea will shoot from the outside. It's good for Koby Brea.
Matt Underwood talked about yesterday that they can win the game on the glass.
It's a steal by the defensive-minded Butler to Brea.
It makes it impossible for the guard to get back in front.
Williams on the doorstep. Had trouble converting the other night. Works inside here on Ivisic. Shot clock with which to work in time to set up with Brea on the top.
And I think they need to attack Ivisic inside with Williams.
Kentucky has won 4 of their last 5. Look at Brea fly. Exploding for 2. Mraz Johnson is in 2. Couple substitutions for the Illini. Williams a screen. Brea is free to fire.
Well, and look, you've got to know now if you're Kentucky that they are switching all of those screens down there. So the guy that was on you is going to veer back into that passing lane.
Brea locked and loaded.
It's good defense by Kentucky.
Illinois this half, 7 possessions and 2 points. And 1 of 5, diving inside for 2.
With Coach Underwood yesterday, he's so consumed by character. He gives every guy a personality test. I said, what are you looking for? Work ethic, accountability. He said, want to know what I'm not looking for? Selfishness. It's a
First for Illinois.
He thought he got pushed into that foul. Referees disagreed, obviously.
Brea.
Nobody ever commits a foul. You don't have to do it.
Sure.
Garrison. Brea. Screen. Fake. Fires. Got it. Johnson a screen. Maneuvering. Johnson got it in the screen roll, but it was foiled on the play. Garrison was a part of the defense, and it's Butler up the middle. Brea on Boswell. On the wing Carr. Here comes Brea. Another screen, and here's a 2.
Get going for them.
That's the first time he's gotten into the lane on a drive today.
Another screen, another 3, Brea.
Here's what we're talking about. This is, I mean, those steals lead to transition, and one of the blocked shots led directly to the basket.
Brea again off a screen.
I like Boswell. Putting Boswell on Brea.
What a stroke.
But it didn't do it well.
He was at San Diego State.
Conway got it and goes slicing down the lane. Ran into the defense that time of Carr. Butler the other way. Puts on the brakes. And they'll swing it around. Koby Brea had it and gets it unshot with a great cut. And a terrific player of the year. Dowd 3. And there again is Oway. There's a minute and a half to play in the half. Williams on a pass. Cutting was Brea. The player of the year in the conference.
Player of the year in the conference. Player of the MVP of the conference tournament. 3rd in the nation in steals. Scored 16 points in the last 10 minutes of their conference championship game.
Brea will set up. He'll launch a 3. There he is in the game, Jackson Fields.
And that's a testament to Troy's defense.
Yep.
And listen, this is the 8th most efficient offense in the country, Kentucky. And this Troy team is guarding them as well as anyone in the SEC is guarding them all year.
Brea.
Go up and dunk the ball.
It's Jackson Fields losing it inside. And picked up by Colin Chandler. On the wing, Brea 3.
Well, that's where basketball.
Williams and Carr. There's no point guard for Kentucky this entire ball game. Multiple guys, and the play starter like Williams is going to have to be really good against this pressure defense.
There's Brea. Great hinge out there defensively by Mo Diabate. Wow, he set up. And Sears. Diabate, no.
You think their pressuring of the guards has to do with the end of the game last night when they saw all those Kentucky turnovers?
And it has to play in. And Oklahoma went that full court pressure, a little bit of a roadmap for Alabama to work with.
All but a layup for Koby Brea, right?
NBA does going forward, and I think next year there's a good chance we have and one, and that would be one tonight.
Williams wants it again against Amore. It's Brea who penetrates and hits the floater. Koby Brea. 2 seconds to get a shot off, and Fears nearly banked it in. Really good defense by the Cats.
Rather, Kentucky 57 points better defensively in terms of efficiency than they were last month.
Kentucky lineup. It's got Owe. Butler. Brea is a terrific shooter, driving here. Gets the friendly roll. They got things rolling.
Well, as you guys mentioned, Wagi had the game of his career last night. He cramped up a lot during that game. So he's fasting for Ramadan, so he can't eat or drink fluids during daylight hours. So he was up late last night receiving IV fluids with the hope that that will not be an issue here tonight.
Koby Brea. Williams wanted it down low, and look at the height advantage she has. Fast ball movement. Brea the floater. And boy, they haven't missed a shot.
Good as they're going to find for a defensive guard and a loose ball gatherer.
Fears 3, no, that one rattled out. Feels like another potential punch for Kentucky, and it is as Brea buries the 3.
You have
throws it up with his left, challenged again. Carr just held his ground.
a pretty good job by Kentucky to stay in front of the ball, and that is not easy.
Great pass, yes, Perry to Brea on the baseline. Brea has a dozen. Carr, Chandler. Great effort, Owe. Brea. Yep. Give Owe credit. Terrific offensive rebound.
Doesn't he? And his first step is elite. He covers a lot of ground with that first bounce of the basketball. Nothing wasted from Jeremiah Fears bouncing that rock.
Brea, a pull-up 2, rattles it in.
Was not known as a pull-up 2 guy.